Okay, so sometimes solution looks easy if problem is kind of well described. Now I have two things in my hand. Okay, and I'm asking that I'm looking for a solution, and that is a mango. Means I'm looking for a solution, and that is a mango. Now I'll open this hand. It is not mango. This is fabric paint. If I open this hand, then there is mango. Okay, so there are two solutions. This is one object, and this is another object. Now this object, if I open the hand, means I call a function called handle. Means I have a problem, I am looking for a mango. Can you handle this? Now this is a fabric paint. So this is saying I can't handle. Okay, but these two are linked in a chain. Okay, so this is a node 1 of the chain. This is node 2 of the chain. Now I say, okay, nice. So this guy, I say, can you handle? I want a mango. I cannot handle it. I don't have mango. But now this guy, since this is in chain, so next node in the chain, it passed the question. Now I here. Now I am here. Earlier I was here. Now I am here. I am asking the same question here. So I need a mango. Okay, here it is. Okay, if suppose that I need something else. Okay, so kind of I need an adapter. So here no adapter, here no adapter. Now it will go to next node. Suppose there is a third node, and there I will open the hook. Means I am a god and I have so many hands, and then I'll go to third hand. Okay, so this is something that will lead to a chain of solutions. So I have a solution, I have a solution, I have a solution, I have a solution. So I have n number of solutions. Okay, I have one problem. Now problem, I can try with the solution 1, 2, 3, 4. So solution 1 is tried first. If it carries the solution, then it returns the solution. Otherwise, since there is a chain of the solution, it will point to the next solution in the chain. If that handles the solution, very fine. Otherwise, it would automatically point to the next solution in the chain. So it's a chain of solution, or we can say chain of responsibility. Chain of responsibility is a design pattern where responsibility means kind of solution. If someone is carrying responsibility for something, certainly he has a solution. So, chain of responsibility. If I have lots of solutions, okay, then suppose that there was no chain and there are 10 things in my hand. I am a god. I have 10 hands and there are 10 things in my hand. And if someone is looking for, I need a mango, then now first hand will go and it will check against the question. And second, so I have to put so many if else statement. If chain is growing and it comes to 1000, then 1000 if else statement I have to keep to repeatedly check that if the question belongs to this solution, that is not possible. Means I cannot keep growing the number of solution if else condition. So there has to be generic solution where each solution can be tried in a generic fashion. If that is the case, then we can think of list of solutions. Those are in a chain, and from whatever problem is, I don't care. So problem will start from the first node in the chain. If solution is not found, then first node will keep pointer to the next node in the chain. This is how chain is formed. So it is not a list. It is not a, kind of a linked list. It is not a linked list. So first node voluntarily contains the kind of address of the next node. So linked list, why I said it is not pure link. In the sense, linked list is formed is a kind of when you have a kind of a list prepared from outside. So here, the object they prepare the list on their own. So they iterate the list or whatsoever. Loosely, it can be compared as linked list, but it is little different. Now, so this node which has fabric paint, this node has points to the next node. So there it so there the question reaches to the next node. So whatever the question I have, the solution lies in a chain of solutions. And from the first solution, it keeps trying till it reaches the end and it finds the solution. Wherever it finds the solution, it returns the solution. This is chain of response. Now, now we understood the problem. So whatever the problem is, there are so many solutions, and solutions will be tried for any problem from the first node in the chain, and it will keep on hopping till it finds the solution or no solution because chain end made. So, what would be the design of this solution? Now, every node has a function called handle. So, handle would get called. So, every object. So, object should belong to a class where there is a function called handle. But the handle, the code is different because one is looking, one has fabric paint. So, it is searching for whatever the question comes, it is matching against fabric property. So, everyone handle is different. Next is everyone should carry a pointer called next. Okay, so the identifier is next, and type of the pointer should be generic in a way that one can access the other. So we need a next pointer and we need a function called handle. So handle would return a boolean. Okay, so handle would return a boolean that it could have handle or not. And next is a pointer to type a class. So that class, everyone should belong to that class because this guy doesn't know who is in the chain. Only thing is know that that should be addressed by its next point. So the first object belongs to a class which has a next pointer of a type of a class that next object in the chain belongs to, and then it has a function called handle. Now next has a now next object has an attribute of type next pointer, and then the type of the pointer is again the next object class. So everyone should be same class, but handle function should be different. How it's possible? So it's only possible if all the classes they realize an interface. So suppose A is an interface and they are realizing the interface, then interface has a function called handle and it has a attribute called next pointer which is of type of A1. Okay, so A is an abstract class and it has an attribute next pointer that is of type A only and it has a handle function that is a template method function which is a virtue. Okay, it can be virtual. It is not pure virtual. There will be implementation there. Now, someone is forming a chain. So there is a class A. So there are right now we had two classes, Fabric Paint and Mango. So Mango derives from A interface. Fabric Fabric Paint derives from A interface, and Mango also derives from A interface. Now they both have next pointer, they both have handle function. Now, if fabric paint is the first one, then I would instantiate fabric paint, and in the next of the fabric paint, I would push the mango out. Okay. If there is a third, that is an adapter, then again I would say that fabric paint next adapter, fabric paint next mango, fabric paint next adapter. If a third one, the fourth one, suppose I have a wireless mic, then next. So this way, I forms a chain. I form a chain. Now, if I am searching for a mango, then it would be tried from the object one, that is a fabric paint. And if cannot handle it, then it would pass it will call next handle. But that call that it would go, it cannot handle it. So if the code would be if it can handle it, it would return. If it cannot handle it, then it would call the base class, that is a abstract class handle function, that is a virtual function. So their code can be written. So inside that, if that base class handle is written, then it would search against the next point. Okay. So it would search against the next point. So next pointer, we are talking about next pointer of the first object, next pointer of this object, next pointer of this object. Okay. So when it reaches handle and it cannot handle it, then it would call a function called next. So it would kind of search in the next. So this can be done through template method itself. Means there will be a method which this guy would have implemented where it would iterate to the next object. Now next objects, it can be done in many ways. Means either, so we can have a kind of okay, so we can have like one method like we talk that everyone has a next pointer, and then the base class handle, when the execution goes there, then it would check against the next pointer through a template method. That method would give the next of this object, and there it would search, it would call its handle. So if there is there is a fabric, mango, and then third is adapter and wireless, then the base class handle if it reach. So if this fabric cannot handle it, it calls base class handle. Okay, base class handle would kind of it can when it calls the base class handle, it would somehow it would fetch the next pointer. So that is the mango pointer, and there it would call the handle in the again the next. So now mango is handling. If it cannot handle it, then it would again call the base class handle function, and through some hooks it will call the next of this class, and this way it will keep moving. So this is chain of response. There can be other solutions. One solution will be pushed in the hand of base class handle, or outside client also they can iterate. Okay, next, till they find the solution. So if outside client can iterate the chain of responsibility, then there is a possibility that there can be multiple solutions. So if there is only one solution to it that we know, then we can place the code handle of the base class where it iterates to the next. Okay, and everyone's implementation there, it returns when it finds the match. But if I iterate from outside, then I can iterate till we find all the solutions that we are expecting. Okay, so this way through chain of responsibility, we can write installer kind of code. Like installer, when we install something, we say next, and so all next are nothing but they are the object in the chain of responsibility. So we install, when we see the first GUI in the installer, then if you press next, then it says that where is your binary, means where you want to install. So destination directory you fill in, then if you say next, then click on the component that you want to customize. Next, then these are the things that will get customized. Otherwise, you press cancel or previous. So each node is a chain of responsibility, and every one is successful. So if you want multiple successful, then we can make changes wherever we feel. So, but this is an idea that every node should have a next pointer, and then every node has a handle function, and base class has a handle function. So if node cannot handle it, it calls the base class pointer through some hook, then it goes to the next of this object, or then it calls the next object, or the base class, the interface class, whatever next pointer it contains, there only there will be a linked list, and it iterates through its own linked list, and then it so there can be so many solutions if you understand the problem. So the interface class, the next pointer itself is a full linked list, or every object's next pointer points to the next. This is how we make the list. Now, the handle of the interface class would return would we can just say whatever we are doing, we can finish the work, and then we can blindly call the handle of the parent. This is another solution. There, there it checks the status. If it return true, then it can come out. Otherwise, next one's handle it would call, or it will iterate through. Well, we understand the concept. Then this is how it can be. There is no matching chain of responsibility. As we chain of responsibility typically a kind of in Python, we can match to iterator design pattern. Okay, not exactly iterator design pattern. Like from the iterator, there is another stuff that comes into picture called generator. So generator comes in because if we are in a loop, we are in a list, and suppose someone handles it and says true, and then it returns it. There can be so many. It returns its object, and then the client does something, and then it should go back to the exact object and start iterating from there. So whenever we find the solution, the object should be remembered, because after that post that you try from the same object. So that is generator in Python, where if we yield, then that object is remembered. Post the yield, then it is continued if it enters into the function again. So that is generator. So generator is kind of matching to the chain of responsibility, where if we see the multiple solution, then the solution which kind of the object which provides the solution, okay, client entertain the solution, and then it will start from that object onwards, not from the first one. Okay, so chain of responsibility is something that is highly crucial, kind of. So go to the about section of the YouTube channel. There you will find a web page. There you see the chain of responsibility as one of the our training in the design pattern, or there are two disclosures also, and there are few solutions that we have solved through chain, not one solution, few solutions we have solved through chain of principle, like arithmetic algebra, that we have solved through chain of responsibility. Then shuffling a number, like I have a number called 3456, then how I can shuffle in so many ways. So if I have number 2345, 2345, then another number can be 3245, another number can be 2354. So whatever the jumbling I can do, 2345, how many ways we can do that, also we can solve through chain of responsibility. So like I have a node, four nodes, 2, 3, 4, 5. I start with the 2, saying that do you know how to solve it? It doesn't know. It passes to 3, passes to 4, then it passes to 5. 5 say I have the solution, and what it does is it prints the number. Now it comes back to the 4, and because it is going recursively, so it comes back to 4, saying that I had the solution. Where 4 knows that next node has the solution, it shuffles the number. So 4, 5 now it becomes 5, 4, and say you try this. So it again prints it. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 5, 4 is printed. It comes back to the last but one node. Now it has nothing to do. It comes back saying that I had the solution. When this node knows that next node has the solution, then it will shuffle the number and it say try again, and then it will go. So last we will print the number. So this way it is highly interesting. So please visit the website and see the shuffling of the number. It's unique. It's nowhere available. This solution is. So through chain of responsibility, we can jumble a number, we can shuffle a number, where each object in the chain carries a responsibility, and how they fulfill the responsibility, that is amazing. Okay, so this is chain of responsibility, where solution domain is completely decoupled from the problem domain, and whatever the problem is, we start from the number one node in the solution chain of solution, and each one get tried each one by one till the solution is fine. So I don't have to bother about the solution. I can bunch all the solution in a chain, and whatever problem comes, we start the solution in the chain. So nice. I have personally used it in kind of many times. Okay, if you land up in this kind of situation, just create chain of responsibility and start from the beginning. If someone does not handle it, it delegate it to the base class handle, and there through some hook and crook it will find the next pointer, and then it will come to the next object in the node. Keep on trying to find the solution, it returns the solution. Or you can code it something like that, or solution will be returned. Okay, amazing, mind blowing. So this is chain of responsibility, unique design pattern. The nearest matching is generator in the pipe. Okay, so please visit the website and please use it.